Okay, so you were in town, you're doing your
Yes.
Q&A for Hatchett III.
Yes.
So for those who've been following, or let's say for those who haven't been following Hatchett III or had the Hatchett series, how do you describe this horror flick?
Wow. It's a classic old school American horror. Victor Crowley was a little boy in the woods, in the bayou, in the swamps actually, that was deformed as a young boy by some bullies, and he relives the night over and over and over again that he's passed looking for his daddy. So I know it sounds so sad and horrible, but it's actually is a big bad ass monster. And he will destroy anything that gets in his way to find his dad. So it's fun, and there's buckets of blood, and it's suspenseful, and it's scary, and it's just, I mean, the kills are amazing. I think we're at like 40 something now in this one, and it's just really, it's really fun. But it's a great story, you know. There's a beginning and a middle and an end, and all these movies pick up right where the other one left off. So if you haven't seen any, if you watch the first to the third, you actually get to see a whole entire story told.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now when people hear your name, they think sort of reigning scream queen. I know you probably get that all the time.
I do.
And how do you feel about that title?
You know, that's okay. I like being the final girl. I think that maybe I'm relatable. I'm the girl next door. I'm the kind of every girl, and maybe someone thinks of me as like their little sister or their little girlfriend or their, I don't want to say mom yet, but that's okay. I mean, I think that maybe I'm accessible, and that's why I can kind of help them, you know, give them the ride through the movies.
Yeah. I gotta ask you this, because you started your career earlier as a childhood actress on One Life to Live, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you did a switch, did a few different things, and kind of landed upon what I guess is your niche. It really is. It suits you. So how did you get to where you are right now?
I have no idea. Lucky, I guess. You know, I always say, like, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan. So I think I landed Halloween 4 as a kid, and then did 5, and they were such big hits, but then I didn't do horror for 20 years. And then I came back for Rob Zombie's Halloween, and it kind of like rebooted this kind of craziness that is sort of what my career has become. And I've totally embraced it, and I get an opportunity to do some really great acting, you know?
When you watch back some of these scenes,
Right.
does it freak you out?
I can't believe that I did that as a child. You know, not this stuff now as an adult, because I know what's going on, but if I watch the old Halloween friend, you know, 4 and 5 that I was in, I can't believe as a 10-year-old that I was like, yeah, I want to run in front of the moving car, Mom. I can do it.
You're giving kids nightmares.
Oh gosh, it's all fake, kids. It's all fake.
Yeah. Well, now that you've sort of fully embraced the genre, now you're having your directorial debut, and surprise, surprise, it involves a bit of blood.
It does. A bit of blood. Very different kind of blood. At least I poke fun at what I do for a living in this one. I find this as a sense of humor. All the elements are there to make a really good horror movie, but it's fun at the same time. It's like grab popcorn, grab a beer, hang out, watch the movie. I don't take myself seriously. There's like, you know, all kinds of dirty good things that happen. There's some hallucination scenes. There's lots of party stuff going on. They're dressed in these great, awesome 80s outfits. It's very colorful. It doesn't look like your typical horror movie. I kind of color it outside the lines.
Yeah, and why did you decide that this was the project that you were going to make this debut?
You know, it was just a really messed up chick flick. And I just felt like I could be a bit of a messed up chick myself, and we were lacking that. And there's so few female directors in the genre, but yet all of the leads are females. And I just hadn't really understood why that was happening. So, and I'm harder on everybody than most of the guys. Most of the guys that direct me kind of leave me alone, let me do my thing. But I crack the whip on them. So, and it shows on screen, and it looks great.
Okay, so what's next for you? You've got this directorial debut, but after that, is this sort of, are you going to stay behind the scenes, or do you want to do a bit of both?
I will never not be an actor. I think that fans would get really mad if I said I was never going to act anymore, but it's going to have to be the right thing. I'm getting married in January, so thank you. So time for me to grow up a little bit and maybe have a family, which is really important. I'm in the middle of optioning a script right now. While I say that, I'm also doing this. We're just about to close our deal with our writer, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, just amazing, awesome, killer script. So along the lines of like Bully and Spring Breakers, very hip, very cool, still in the genre, but crosses over into many other things. So ideally, get married in January, start pre-production in February, start shooting in March, and then I can maybe if I'm lucky, get pregnant in the spring and be big and fat with a baseball hat on and sit in a post house.
Well, then
That's the goal.
I'll ask you the very last question then. If you're having these kids, at what age do you let the kids watch your movies?
My movies? I don't think I want them to watch. Well, it depends. Free Willy, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, Wild Thornberries. They can watch those at about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
The other ones, I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. Probably like 12. And they're going to be like, ew, Mom, you're not cool, you know? So that clown outfit looks stupid. I mean, I'm sure that's what they're going to be like. And my kids will not be actors. God, please don't let them be actors, no.
But what if they came to you and said, Mom, I like what you did. I want to be a Scream Queen.
Oh, God, bite your tongue
Or King,
right
Scream
now.
King. Me too.
They can scream in the backyard.
In the shower, act
In
out
the
their own
shower,
scenes.
yes. No problem being creative. Just I don't want them to have to work and get paid for it.